I have been crazy about kids as long as I can remember. I had the most wonderful parents. I was the youngest of four, the only child in our family that went to college. After graduating from the University of Wisconsin, I decided to go into the business of investing. That led me out to the University of Washington here, got my MBA, and was thrilled to be able to join Russell Investments. And it was amazing to be a part of that. But probably even most important was the caliber of leaders that I have been exposed to. So what started to tug at me was this desire to spend more time with kids and to be able to use my financial background in a way where I could now teach them. I was blessed with a successful career that enabled me to, quote, retire. And so while I loved what I was doing at Russell and it was an amazing career, I felt a new calling, and that calling was to serve the community and teach kids and adults about finance. As a parent, one of my focus areas before my son left to college was asking myself the question, have I done everything to give him the best chance at life? I was sitting there thinking, this is a milestone. This is an acid test for me. How well did I do as a dad in preparing my son for independent life on his own when he had all of these major decisions ahead of him? And I literally sat down in front of a computer and I compiled the life wisdom that I could think of. Things that worked for me personally, things to avoid mistakes that I had made in my life, but also observations from the amazing people that I've met along my life journey and what led them to live such incredible lives that really impacted the world. And I wanted to include the deeper parts of life, things like the character. What character traits do you model to other people? How will you define success in your life? But also thinking ahead to the key decisions they're going to be making in life. And I wanted to make sure that my child was prepared to make those decisions. So things like, how do they go about choosing a major and a career that is perfectly suited for their gifts and their passions and their interests? The next key decision that kids will typically face is their marriage decision. How do you as a parent have the confidence that your son or daughter is making the best decision, that lifelong match that they're seeking? And then finally, one of the most important decisions people are going to be making is how they manage their money and achieve their financial goals. So when you take a look at the entire scope of my book, it's really a comprehensive guide for parents in how they should be preparing their children for that key launch pad into independent life. The book is entitled What I Wish I Knew at 18, and it compiles all of the things truly that I wish I knew at that age. But now as a dad, what really strikes me is I wish I had this book while I was parenting along the way.